Welcome back to another episode of I'm Just Saying Sports. It's Friday, so you know that's the NFL weekly picks. Week 7 got a full slate. Let's get into it. First off, we're going to start with the early slate. First game we got is Detroit Lions at the Baltimore Ravens. Detroit has been surprisingly very, very good. It's one of my dark horse picks for to reach the Super Bowl, actually. Um, but right now, the Detroit run game is riddled with injury, and they got one guy that's questionable. So even if they go, they won't be 100%, which means Goff is probably gonna have to drop back a little bit more for passing. But the Ravens are tied with the league leading 24 sacks, so expect that to give Goff some issues. I'm going Ravens here. Might be a little closer than we think, but I'm going to go with the Ravens. Next up, we got the Bills at the Patriots. We all know the Patriots are in shambles. There's just nothing that they do well. Mac Jones continues to turn the ball over. He just doesn't understand how to play in the NFL for whatever reason. The Bills have the third ranked scoring offense, while the Patriots had the 24th ranked scoring defense. Partly due to Mac Jones turning the ball over in their own territory. So it's not going to be close. Give me the Bills, cruising easily. Next up, we got the Commanders at the Giants. The Giants just don't do anything well. I mean, they're ranked bottom third in every statistical category. And I know stats don't tell the whole story, but if you just watch the game, you will see why. At least Sam Howell has shown flashes that he can operate an offense in the NFL under Eric Bieniemy. Give me the Commanders. Might be closer than we think, but I'm going to take the Commanders. Next up, we got the Raiders at the Bears. This is the hell no game of the week. When I mean hell no, I mean hell no. I ain't watching this game whatsoever. Both starting quarterbacks are out. Raiders do have a viable option in Brian Hoyer, but he is getting ancient. He's been in the league, I think, 15 years or so. But he has been with Josh McDaniels since the Patriots days. So I'll give the edge to quarterback on that to the Raiders. But also expect Max Crosby to have a field day against the Bears, whose line has already given up 25 sacks this season. So partly due to Justin Fields holding the ball, but that O-line just ain't it. I think they've given up and they punted on the season mentally. Next up, we have Falcons at the Bucks. I expect Baker Mayfield and Mike Evans to have a bounce back game. The Falcons do have a top 10 defense, but I think Mike Evans, I think he's in his head because he had a couple of drops last week that were uncharacteristic. Baker, he tends to bounce back when the chips are stacked against him. And I know that from his time in Cleveland. So it'll be a tough divisional game, but Desmond Ridder hasn't proven anything. He hasn't proven a single thing, and they're already calling for his benching. So the Bucks' run defense will be tough. So I don't expect Bijan Robinson to go off like that. Give me the Bucks in this one. Next up, the last game on a 1 p.m. slate, Cleveland Browns at the Colts. It's a homer pick, obviously, but the Browns defense is so crazy. And going up against Gardner Minshew as a turnover machine, I don't expect Gardner Minshew to be that active or that good. And the Browns' run defense clamped Derrick Henry when they played Tennessee. So I don't know if Jonathan Taylor coming back from that ankle surgery, I don't know if he's going to be the Jonathan Taylor that we all know he can be. Now, Deshaun Watson, he's still questionable or if he's going to play. I still don't believe that he will play because he's kind of just revving back up. But I think we'll see P.J. Walker, and he'll do just enough to get the job done. Both quarterbacks are not good, but I think the defense of Cleveland Browns is going to be the difference here. Next up, we go into the 4 p.m. slate. First game up, we got the Steelers versus the Rams. Now, the Rams have kind of been all over the place. They are kind of sneaky good, but not really. Their offense is ranked 7th in the league, and that's big shout out to Sean McVay, who a lot of people have kind of written off ever since the Super Bowl because they went all in that year, and their roster has been depleted ever since. Puka Nacua has been balling. I mean, he looks like a young Cooper Kupp out there. And if Cooper Kupp can come back, lined up with Puka Nacua, and Stafford can get him the ball and Sean McVay offense, oh yeah, Rams gonna do some dirt. The Steelers defense forces a lot of turnovers, and Watt's still a beast. I just don't think that's gonna be enough. Kenny Pickett ain't it. What's the running back? Slips my mind, but the running back that they drafted. Goodness gracious, I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I'm sorry, but he hasn't done anything. He has not. He hasn't shown that he can be that guy. I was rooting for him, even though I don't like the Steelers, but I was rooting for him personally. But give me the Rams here. I don't think it's going to be that close, just because the defense isn't going to shut them down that much. Next up, we have another divisional game: Cardinals at the Seahawks. Geno Smith knows he needs a bounce back game because he was in position multiple times to win that game in the Bengals last week, and the Cardinals they're not it. Cardinals offense hasn't done anything outside of running the ball, and the Seahawks run defense is 5th in the league. So I don't see the Cardinals having a real chance here. Give me the Seahawks in this one. Packers versus Broncos is next. Both teams really stink, but I have zero faith in the Broncos. Sean Payton criticized Nathaniel Hackett for his job last season, but he ain't doing much better. Let's just be real. I think the Packers force a turnover, which is par for the course for Denver and Russell Wilson in the key moment. Give me the Packers in this one. Gonna be close, but give me the Packers. Next up, another divisional game: Chargers at Chiefs. Now, the Chiefs defense and Taylor Swift have been the quiet MVPs for the Chiefs season this year because that offense has not looked good. The receivers for the Chiefs are just subpar. They haven't performed. If they don't have Kelsey, throwing Kelsey the ball 10 to 15 times a game, the Chiefs don't move the ball. The run game isn't really clicking because the pass game really isn't there. So I don't know. Travis Kelsey is going to have. Hopefully, he's healthy. His ankle isn't too bad. He did get a little bit extra time to rest because they had a Thursday night game. So hopefully he bounces back. Justin Herbert hasn't really taken that next step to be that elite quarterback that can carry a team that we thought he would be, and that he got recently paid to be. But that might be on Coach Brandon Staley, who might be on his way out. So all in all, give me the Chiefs here. I think they'll cover that 5.5 spread. Sunday night football, you got Dolphins at Eagles. Now this has the potential to be the game of the week. Two great teams, only one loss on both their records. This has the potential to be a shootout, but the Eagles got to get their offense together. I mean, last week the Eagles looked terrible against the Jets. Now the Jets are a good defense and they do turn the ball over, but Jalen Hurts just looked confused out there. And I did not expect him to look as bad as he did. Jalen Carter is also down for the Eagles, so that might be, and he's a big dude, so that might open up a little bit of space to open up some run lanes for the Dolphins, and give Tua a little bit more time if his backup just doesn't perform as well. So right here, I'm going to take the Dolphins just because they've shown me a little bit more consistency than the Eagles have this year. On the Monday Night Football, you got the 49ers at the Vikings. Now, 49ers are still dealing with some injuries from last week when they played the Browns. Deebo Samuel's still questionable. Christian McCaffrey is trending in the right direction, but he's still questionable. Trent Williams, I don't know what he's looking like. But the Vikings, they have been terrible. They have been disappointing. They had a great year last year, but for some reason they just can't get it going. They can't pull out those victories, those close victories like they did last year. They've been on the opposite side this season. At this point, with Justin Jefferson out and on IR, Vikings are probably going to be punting on the season. They don't have a defense like the Browns to shut down Purdy and Kyle Shanahan's offense. This should be a bounce back game for the 49ers. Give me the 49ers, and I think they'll definitely cover the spread. All right, that's the slate. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I got them right? Do you think I'm wilding on some of these picks? What do you guys think? Hit me up in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, tell everybody, holla at me. I'm just saying sports. We out. Peace.